guys, a Gemini is the realest person in your life. Like, come on, let's be honest. Like, I'm gonna be, you know. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Ashley, and for my first video, I'm gonna be doing a little Q&A for you guys, kind of like an introductory video for you guys to get to know me better. But before we get started, go ahead and subscribe for me, hit that like button, comment. This is my third time filming this video for you guys, to be honest. The first one, I didn't really like it. My energy levels were low because I had a very long day that day. My second video, I just didn't like the lighting. I don't know. So hopefully this is it. If you're watching it, I decided to just finally go with this video because it's driving me insane. And also I had a lot of editing issues with my second video. I bought a whole new Mac. I bought a MacBook so that I can edit this video because my last Mac like ran out of storage. Y'all, it's a whole story. I've been trying to do this video for like a month at this point, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, so before we get started, guys, hit that subscribe button so I can keep bringing y'all more content. I'm really excited to go through this journey with you guys. We're going through this together because I don't talk on camera. I don't really talk on camera. So this should be interesting, all right? So anyway, I had some of my followers on Instagram send me some questions, like simple things that they wanted to know so I can answer for you guys. In this video, I'm going to put I'm trying to figure out how to put my Instagram, like, little @ in this video so you guys can follow me too. But yeah, so some basic information, I guess. I'm from Florida. I lived there from like the time I was 5 till I graduated high school. And that kind of just brings me like to this first question, which is, what made you want to move to Texas? Well, my parents were both in the military, so I was an Army brat. Like, we moved around. We lived in so many places before we settled down in Florida by the time I was like 5. And so after I graduated college, I went to the University of Alabama. After I graduated college, I just decided that I didn't really want to go back to Florida. I was kind of over South Florida. So I wanted to come back to my roots, which is basically Texas. Like, my dad's entire side of the family lives here, and my boyfriend at the time, now fiance, lived here. So I was like, I mean, might as well go to Texas. And so here I am, and I've been living here now for 3.5 years. It's growing on me. I feel like after 3 years, you think you could call Texas home, but I mean, after I lived in Florida for so many years, you know, that's home, but you know, Texas is slowly starting to feel like home. It's very different, but different in a good way. I like it. And I also love that Texas has seasons. Florida has like one season, y'all, and that's hurricane season. Like, they don't really have like a fall or winter. Like, their fall and winter to us is when the weather gets like 55 degrees. That's not. I want something a little colder. I wanted to actually feel like winter time. So I wanted to move somewhere that was still like in the South, but made me feel like, you know, I actually had different seasons. The next question is, how did you and your fiance meet? So basically, like, our parents were friends for a really, really long time before we were even like born. So basically, we just met through them. We met when we were 14, but we were both in a relationship at that time. And then he moved back to Texas, so we kind of just didn't really talk anymore. And then in 2016, we kind of like rekindled and then started dating in June of 2017. So this upcoming June, we would have been together for 4 years, and then we're getting married this December. So excited. Okay. Oh, this next question. Okay. This next question is, what is your sign? I hate this question. I hate when people ask me when my birthday is because they're like, oh, like they just assume the worst. So, yes. My birthday is on May 26th, and if you guessed it, yes, I'm a Gemini. Don't judge a book by its cover, because I don't know how or why Geminis got this terrible reputation. Like, I don't know where it came from. Like, I don't know if it's because our sign is like the twin sign, so y'all think we just have like we're two-faced and crazy and all this stuff. Like, that's not true in my case at all. I actually have a very big heart. I'm not two-faced. A lot of people who know me might say that I'm too real, so I don't know. I'm a Gemini. I am proud to be a Gemini. So if y'all want to assume whatever you want to assume, whatever. I mean, I can't stop you from doing that, but I'm just saying, don't judge a book by its cover, because a Gemini is the realest person in your life. Like, come on, let's be honest. Like, I'm gonna be, so whatever. Okay, so my next question is, what are you studying? I love this question so much because I'm so passionate about what I'm studying. So I graduated college in 2017 with my bachelor's in human development. Originally, I wanted to be a pediatrician. I wanted to go to medical school and be a pediatrician. But around my sophomore year of college, so I was a bio major, and I was like these classes, y'all, are hard. Being a bio major is hard because you take like strictly science classes. And, to be honest, like, you're off. You have your own freedom, for the first time in college, and I just didn't feel like I had it in me to take those classes at that time, to go to medical school for that long. And so eventually I learned about the career as a PA, a physician assistant. And so that's what I'm studying. I am in the process right now, actually, of applying to PA school for the second time. I didn't get in last year, but that's okay. We're gonna keep trying until we get it. So yeah, I am applying to be a physician assistant to get into school, and that's what I will be studying once I get accepted. That program's it depends on the program, but it's about 28 to 30 months long. Yeah, that's what I'm studying, and I would like to, so PAs can specialize in like anything. We can write prescriptions, we can diagnose illnesses, and I would like to specialize in dermatology because I love skin. I don't know, I just do. I think it's very important to take care of your skin, and I want to help others feel comfortable in their own skin. So that's why I would like to specialize in dermatology when I become a PA. And then this next question kind of relates to that, because this person asked me, what made you want to be a doctor? And there are a lot of similarities but big differences between PAs and doctors, which I'm going to be talking about my PA journey a lot on this channel, so I'll kind of get into that later on, but they're not the same thing. PAs and doctors are not the same thing. And full disclosure, guys, a PA, a physician assistant, is not literally like a doctor's assistant. Like, no, we just work under the supervision of a doctor. I keep saying we, like I'm already PA, whatever. I'm gonna manifest it, like just whatever I gotta do, y'all. I'm ready to be a PA. I'm ready to step into my career. But anyway, yes, PAs and doctors have a lot of similarities in the fact that they can like write prescriptions and treat patients and diagnose illnesses. But the difference is they went to school a lot longer, and they don't have to work under the supervision of anyone, which PAs do. Okay, my next question is my favorite recent memory. My favorite recent memory is definitely the day that I got engaged. I don't know, I love him so much, and I just envisioned that day for like, we've been together for 4 years, so I had been envisioning that day for like a while, and when it finally happened, I just like, I don't know, I just couldn't believe it. Maybe I can like insert a clip of like when we got engaged, and you guys could see how I was just like, he asked me and I was just stuck for like 2 minutes. I'm like, what did you just say? Will I marry you? Like, what? Like, guys, I couldn't believe it. Like, I was just sitting there for like maybe 30 seconds, and I just could not believe it. He had to like, hello, like, yes, no. But I'm like, yes, obviously, yes. It was funny. But that's my most recent memory. It was just so magical, and my family was there, and the reaction of my family was just amazing. They love him so much, and yeah, that's my favorite recent memory. And I'm sure once we get married, that'll be my like all-time favorite memory. Like, ugh. Sorry guys, I'm emotional, so you guys are gonna see that on this channel. Okay, my next question is, what are some of the tips that helped you cope during quarantine? Let me just say, I still can't believe all of this is happening. Like, we're in a whole freaking pandemic. Like, it's crazy to me, like, what has become our norm these days. But yeah, so I'm a healthcare worker. I'm a healthcare worker, and I've been working in the medical field since May of 2017. So 4 years this month I've been working in the medical field. And so obviously all of this last year was a shock to everyone. Like, this was really new. This was something that was really new for us all, and even as healthcare workers had to figure out how to deal and cope with this, because even though I was like just as like afraid of you guys as to what was going on and where, you know, like everything that was gonna have to happen, I still had to be on the front line. I still had to be brave and go in there and be exposed to COVID, like when we were first learning about it. And that was very stressful, not knowing, like, my hours were cut at work. I'm like, okay, how is this going to affect my income? How is this going to affect my application last year to PA school, when they see like a lot of the qualifications that I needed were missing, but solely because COVID was literally, like, you couldn't volunteer, you couldn't shadow, like, you couldn't do any of those things because COVID was new and fresh and no one knew what was going on. Still kind of don't. It's better than it was, but whatever. So things that helped me cope. So my fiance, like, the gyms were shutting down, like, we work out and all that stuff like that. So it was really hard because everything was shut down, and we were still trying to figure out ways how to work out. Like, everywhere I went to try and buy like some gym equipment, it was sold out. Everything was shut down. Like, whew, guys, it was bad. So we started walking, we started hiking. I started running not for the first time, but like really actually running for the first time. So I feel that like keeping active really, really, really helped keep my stress levels down. Sticking close to my family and friends, praying, you know, that everything was just gonna work out in the end. And kind of just taking it day by day, you know what I mean? I feel that those are the things that kind of helped me cope. And my fiance and I were we were here to help keep each other's, you know, mentals together, because no one knew what was gonna happen. And kind of also not just putting a lot of stress on myself. Like, if it was just a day that I felt like I just wanted to like sit around and kind of like take in everything that was happening, I wouldn't be too hard on myself for not doing, you know, much that day, because what was there to really do at that time? You know what I mean? Everything was shut down. So not being hard on myself and exercising and just you know, my friends and family being there for me being there for them, you know, because we couldn't travel. My family's in Florida, like just all of those things, I feel kind of helped me cope during that time. I'm still trying to cope with it, honestly. I'm definitely ready for things to get back to normal, but not sooner than it needs to. You know what I mean? Like, I want us to be back to normal when everything is safe. I'm very tired of people dying from this illness. But anyway, next question is, what made you get serious about your fitness? When I was in high school, I was small. I mean, people tell me now that I'm still small, but I was smaller, and I was very active in high school. I cheered, I danced. I danced in middle school, but I cheered when I was in high school. And so I was very active. And then I got to high school, and it's like, I got to college, and it's like everything just went downhill. You know, you're a freshman, and our football team is like lit. Okay, the best in the country. All right, roll Tide. And so like I gained a lot of weight in college, and what made me get serious about fitness was I just wasn't comfortable in my own body. You know, people can tell you all day, oh, you look good, you don't need to do anything about this, you don't need to do anything about that. But if you're not comfortable, or if you're not happy with something, change it. Like, I don't feel that people have the right to tell you what to do with your body. People can give you compliments all day and tell you look good all day, but if you're not, like for me, if I don't look good, I don't feel good. And they kind of both go hand in hand, but I just wasn't comfortable in my own skin. I'm comfortable being a certain weight. I'm comfortable looking a certain way. And so that's really what made me get into fitness, and also because I want to live a long life. You know what I mean? So I try to eat healthy as much as I can, and you know, all those things, and we're still getting there. Fitness is a journey, it's not a race, you know what I mean? So I'm still, you know, pushing every day, you know, towards my goals, my fitness goals and stuff like that. Okay. So my next question is your favorite meal to cook. My favorite meal to cook? I don't really know. I kind of want to say like, it's not my favorite meal, but it's my favorite meal to cook, and I'm going to say spaghetti, because you can make spaghetti in so many different ways. My fiance and I like our spaghetti like kind of sweet, not really like savory, you know, and like salty. So that's my favorite meal to cook for us, especially because like after I make spaghetti, I don't really have to cook for like 2 days, because I know he loves my spaghetti. He's just gonna eat it, and so I don't have to worry about like, oh my God, what are we having for dinner today? Go in the fridge, there's some spaghetti left. So that's probably my favorite thing to cook, because spaghetti is so good, it's simple, I can make it well, and you can make a lot of it and have leftovers for days, y'all. Don't say I never told you anything. Don't say I never let you into any secrets, okay? Another question is, what are some things you want people to know about the vaccine? I guess I could tell you guys some things that I want you to know about the vaccine, but then again, I don't really know, because while it is my opinion that I think people should get the vaccine if they are able to, it is solely your choice. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna condemn someone because they don't want to get the vaccine, or because they're afraid to get it, or you know what I mean, because I think they're gonna have some type of reaction to it. So about the vaccine, something I want you guys to know about the vaccine is just do your own research on it. Do your own research on it. You know what I mean? You can't believe everything you hear on social media from someone who hasn't even taken like a simple biology class and doesn't know how mRNA works, like simple things like that. So I would just say just to do your own research about it. And if you do, you know, if you are thinking about getting it, I think it would be a great idea. I'm vaccinated and I'm fine. You know what I mean? I did it mainly because I'm exposed to that every time that I go to work. I'm exposed to it. And it was just, in my opinion, a smarter thing for me to do. I also did it for my community, you know what I mean? Because I would feel terrible if, I have a lot of older people in my family. I would feel terrible, and people, not just older, but people with like respiratory illnesses. Like 2 of my brothers have asthma, you know what I mean? And I would feel terrible if I got them sick, you know what I mean? So that's why that's why I was vaccinated. And I just urge you guys to do your own research into it and not just listen to other people who really honestly don't even know what they're talking about. That's all I'm gonna say for that, because I don't really like having this type of discussion with people. I don't really like talking about politics with people, because how you feel is how you feel. That's your opinion. You're not gonna change my opinion. I'm not gonna change your opinion. So let's not just do the back and forth. You know what I mean? So that's how I feel about that. Okay, this one. Okay. Okay. Something not many people know about you. That's a good question. Something that not many people know about me. I don't really know. But I'm gonna say the first thing that comes to mind. The first thing that comes to mind about me is that not many people may know about me is that, like, I'm a very, very sensitive, emotional, and empathetic person, right? Which is the opposite of what people think Geminis are. So like I said, don't judge. But yeah, I'm a very empathetic individual. I'm very emotional. And I have RBF, resting B face. And so I don't know, I just always have. And when people meet me or they see me, they just assume that I'm mean, and I'm not. I treat you how you treat me. I give you the energy that you treat me. But sometimes I don't know, I have resting B face. And so people, all the times will assume things about me, and then they eventually go to find out that I'm a very nice and caring person. And they're like, oh, I thought you were gonna be mean when I met you. And I'm just like, okay, stop judging people. That's something that I think a lot of people don't know about me, because I don't just let a lot of people in. There are a lot of people who are my family members who don't even really know me like they think I do. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, that's just something that a lot of people don't know about me, I think. Sorry, guys. I wish I had a better answer for you. What's something else that people don't know about me? Oh, I'm a big Harry Potter fan, nerd, enthusiast. Oh, I love Harry Potter. Like, that's something that a lot of people don't know about me. I love Harry Potter. My fiance loves Harry Potter, and that's something else that I knew. When he told me he liked Harry Potter, I was like, okay, he's the one. He's the one. Like, at that point, we had only been together for maybe 3 months. I was like, okay. Yep. Like, where do I sign the dotted line? I'm ready to be Miss Murray like yesterday. Like, no, I'm just kidding. But I'm kind of kidding, but not really. But that's something a lot of people don't know about me. And the people who do know that about me, they can't understand it. Like, I don't know. I can't explain it to you. I just love Harry Potter, okay? I love Gryffindor. I love all of the Harry Potter movies. If it's a rainy day, that's our favorite thing to do. A rainy day, a gloomy day, a Sunday, a Saturday, we will sit and put Harry Potter on and just binge watch. Like, I freaking love Harry Potter. I wish they would come out with at least one more, because I feel like I didn't like how the last movie ended, but I don't know. That's something that a lot of people don't know about me. This isn't a question, but someone said self-care tips. I believe self-care is so important. Whether that for you is just taking a day off, like for your mind, like mentally, if that means staying in bed all day, watching Harry Potter, online shopping. For me, it's fitness, getting my lashes done, getting my brows done, you know, mani, pedi. Those are kind of like the things that I do for self-care, because those are the things that, you know, make me feel good mentally, physically, you know, keeping myself together, looking good, you know what I mean? Because like I said, if I look good, I feel good. And then for fitness, if I feel good, I look good, you know? So, but those kind of go hand in hand. Those are my self-care tips. Favorite products. Ooh, give me 1 second.
2 hours later.
All right, guys, I'm back. I was excited about this question. I don't know. So, my favorite products. I didn't get them all because we would be here all day. I just grabbed like a few things I could grab. So, I told you guys I'm really into skin, right? I wash my face every day, sometimes twice a day, sometimes once a day if I'm having like a drier skin day, because I have dry skin. Sucks to suck, right? So I will wash my face. I wash my face with the Origins Checks and Balances face wash. I love it because it's really frothy, and it feels like it cleans my face like really, really, really well. So I will use that face wash every night. I use it with a handheld facial cleanser thing. I don't use like a washcloth to wash my face, because I'm not going to use the same thing that I wash my body with on my face. I think that's nasty. Not judging anybody, but I just don't like to do that, because I feel like, what's the point? How's your face getting clean when you're already, you know? I don't even really use washcloths anyway. I use a loofah. And so I also use like my facial cleanser brush. So I'll wash my face, then I'll get out. I'll spray it with, this is a brand new bottle, but I'll spray it with my Mario Badescu's rose water. I love rose water, especially like I said, when I'm having like a drier skin day, I kind of just go in and refresh, and you know, it makes my face look all dewy. Like, I like for my face to look dewy. I don't like for it to look like that matte look, like when you do your makeup matte, because my skin's already dry. Like, why would I want it to look even more dry? So I like it to look dewy. So I'll use that, and then I'll go in with my Lancome's toner. It is the rehydrating, comforting toner with honey, and I love this because this, beside the rose water is great, but the rose water with this combination really, really brings my skin to life, because it's like, we all know, well, we all might not know, but honey is a humectant and it's very hydrating. And this I love that this has honey in it. So I'll just take like my little pad and I'll put some of this on there. I do every day religiously. I don't miss my skincare routine, because if I don't, like, I'll look and I'll notice that my face looks kind of like like, I'll be like, oh, my face looks kind of like dry and boring today. Not boring, but you guys know what I mean, maybe, I don't know. After that, so recently, usually after all of that, I would just go in with my, this is my little one, because I ran out of my big one, but I love Estee Lauder. And one of the biggest reasons I love it is because my mom's been using it like all her life, and people will be mistaking her for my sister. Yo, whatever. And so whatever, the point is, she looks really great for her age, and what she uses is Estee Lauder, and she made me start using it at a very, very young age, and I feel that that's what's also helped my skin at this point. I'm about to be 27 in a couple weeks. A lot of people wouldn't think I was about to be 27. And so after I use my toner, my rose water, I will either go in with my Estee Lauder Day Wear. I don't know if it's gonna focus, but I'll go in with this. I'll put that on. If I'm like, it has SPF in it, so I'll mainly use that if like I'm about to go out. If I'll be like outside, you know, at work for the day. If I'm just gonna be at home, then I'll go in with those few things. And then I also use my Shea Moisture. It's like, it's face oil. I like to use that too, and it has vitamin E in it. So I'll go in with those few things. And like I said, if I'm having an even drier day, I will use my moisturizer and oil, because it, like, you know, by the time it sets into your skin, like, it keeps me moisturized all day, guys. I love it. I swear by the skincare routine. Get you a good toner, moisturizer. I even have eye cream that I use sometimes. I don't use that as religiously as I should, but I'm going to start. I moisturize my face every day. Moisture is very, very, very important to keep your skin looking youthful. So if you don't have a skincare routine, guys, I highly suggest you use one, especially if you're like me, heading into your 30s. Oh, you know, we gotta get some stuff going, guys. We gotta reverse the aging process, okay? Oh, and then for my lips, my all-time favorite is, I don't know how to pronounce this, but I love it. This one, it's my sleeping mask. Oof. Guys, if I put this on before I go to sleep, I wake up, my lips are plump, soft, and they just look amazing. I don't only just sleep in this though, I apply it like throughout the day. And I have, I had the vanilla one, which I really love, but I love this one. Oh, sweet candy. I just want to like eat it, but that's what it looks like on the inside. I got it from Sephora, if you guys are interested. Sephora? Yeah, I got it from Sephora if you guys are interested. I highly recommend it. And then something else that, this isn't like a skin or hair product, but this is my, at the moment, this is my favorite perfume. I always hear stuff when I'm like at home alone. But this is my favorite perfume at the moment. It's, I don't remember what it's called. It's by Tiffany. It's Intense by Tiffany & Co. I love, love, love that. It smells so good. It smells kind of like a powder, if that makes sense. It's like, it's not overbearing. I hate strong perfumes because it reminds me of like church lady. Like, I can't, you know what I mean? I don't like strong perfumes. I like perfumes that I can put on that smell light and they last, and like, you know, when you pass by, people are just like, they smell like that little sweet scent, like, oh, what was that? Like, yeah, that was me. No, I'm just like, but I love that. Oh, and I also love Her by Burberry. Oh, guys, those two perfumes, so good, so good. My favorites. Like, those are the perfumes that I can put on and you kind of just like get a little hint of yourself throughout the day, and it's just amazing. But that's all that I grabbed for my favorite products. If I think of any more, I will let you guys know. Okay, my next question, and it will probably be the last one that I do because I didn't want to make this video too long for you guys. It's just my first one, but hopefully you guys want to watch me talk for 30 plus minutes. I don't know. Okay, so the last question is, how do you keep your teeth so white? Oh, thanks. No, I'm just playing. When I was younger, I used to use like whitening strips. My teeth are very, 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 like, my teeth are very sensitive, like, to hot and cold things. So that's why I kind of use like Pronamel. I try to use that as much as I can because my teeth are very sensitive. But so I used to use whitening strips when I was younger. I stopped because it just kind of like, my teeth couldn't take it. A few years ago, I got my teeth bleached, which it made a very, very dramatic difference, but it was painful. It was painful. I had something that was called like a Zoom whitening session, and it was painful. Like, afterwards, it felt like just like zaps, like electrical zaps that kept just like going throughout my teeth. And while my teeth looked good, I just didn't feel like that process was worth the discomfort that I had for like at least a week. So now I use, is it Crest? I think it's Colgate. You know, the Colgate toothpaste that comes in the the red tube, the optic white Colgate toothpaste, the one that gets rid of like however many years of stains. I use that. I live by it. It works. I use it religiously every single day. And that's what I believe keeps my teeth pretty white. I don't know if I'll ever do the Zoom whitening thing again. I'm not just gonna say no, you know, but it was very, very uncomfortable, so I don't really know that I'll do that again. But yeah, so those are all of the questions that I'm going to be answering in this Q&A. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching it. I can't wait to start this YouTube journey so that, you know, people who know me that aren't close to me, you know, can see my personality a little bit more, because I am like very, very goofy and silly, but I don't show that side to everybody. So yeah, I'm excited to do this with you guys. I'm excited to talk more about my PA journey. I'm excited to announce to you guys when I've gotten into PA school. But yeah, guys, just like, comment, and subscribe this video for me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.